So the next event here in Dubai at the 12th Fazza World Cup, it is the combined category women's 55 and 61 kilos. And as you will have seen, we have 8 in this. And it is Hikari Nakamura of Japan to get us going. 2 sets of medals at 55 and at 61. She's been the Japan champion for the past couple of years from Narima. No mark in the World Cup in Tokyo in 2020. Ryuichi Kawa, her coach, on stage. No mark in the Asia Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek earlier this year, unfortunately in June. 16th in the World Championships last year was Nakamura, and ready to go here with her first attempt. And that is a good lift. At 63. Hiroko Kiryu of Japan. That did say Nakamura, and still says Nakamura. Well, that was indeed Hiroko Kiryu. No, that was actually Hikari Nakamura. You saw Kiryu, her name come up in the graphic, but yeah, we were saying Nakamura all the time, and that was correct. So apologies, I'm operating without a monitor at the moment. Hiroko Kiryu waiting in the wings, going for 63 next. So Hiroko Kiryu comes now. And she has a lifetime best of 60. Is going now for 63. We've seen her once previously in championship action, and that was when she finished in 7th position in the Asia Oceania Championships in June. And out again, Ryuichi Arakawa, the coach, on stage. She's 39 years old and enjoyed her first major championship in getting that lifetime best of 60. Won by Chui Jianjin of China. China won 2 in that. Liao Lei in second spot, 132 to 121. Arusa Kusieva claiming the bronze in that with 120. There is an immense amount of talent in this weight division. So here she comes, going for 63. And Hiroko Kiryu clears it, 3 white lights at 63, and that puts her in front. Well, it's a good start for her. And that in the up to 61 kilo weight division. Nakamura was in up to 55. We've got 4 in each. So now we've got a couple of competitors for India. And this is Zainab Khatun, who is going for a lifetime best here of 66. It is her first international competition. And her coach on stage, Jitender. And we're seeing a few more nations, Japan and India here, along with Panama previously. Jordan doing it as well, letting us know who the on stage coach is as well. So there's 66, going for a lifetime best here is Zainab Khatun. This is in the 61 kilo weight division, where Hiroko Kiryu has already cleared 63. And that is no lift, and it is all 3 against on the stop sequence. That's something that's there's a very wide-ranging coaching panel for India here, so they can work a few things out behind the stage. And that was the first miss of the competition. So we continue on. Raj Kumari now for India. Rita Singh bringing her on. And this an attempt at 70 in the up to 55 kilo weight division, where we've already seen Hikari Nakamura succeed at 60. No mark in the World Championships last year in Tbilisi, 5th in the Asia Oceania Championships this year. Based in Delhi. Long-standing India coach for a few years, Vijay Munishwar. Great to see so many competitors for India here now, and really all doing quite successfully as well. So here we go. That's at 70 for Raj Kumari, and that is a good lift. It's 2-1 in her favour, and that is exquisite. And that is very good news. Excellently done. Well, certainly a tremendous amount to appreciate with what she has done there. Very, very positive. And that has India on the board here in this up to 55 kilo final. She is in the lead for that. And a nice lift. Good, strong lines. And successfully raised. So now for the host nation, the United Arab Emirates, the West Asian Games champion of 2019 with a lifetime best set in that of 80 kg. She's based in Fazza, not very far away from here, with the Core Fakan Club. Might remember her twin sister Mariam, who's been on the scene as well quite a lot. We saw her in the 2014 World Championships here, and that is a good lift, and Moza Al Ziyuri leads for the United Arab Emirates. It's a good lift, it's 3 white lights, it is exquisitely executed, and she's out in front. Wow, how good was that? Well, we go on, and we go on to a competitor who has had some very, very successful times. Most recently, we saw her come through in 6th place in the Asia Oceania Championships this year for a Chinese Taipei, Lin Ya Huzan. Asian Games bronze in 2014. Asian Championship silver in 2005, bronze in 2015. Finished 1 place above Hiroku Kiryu in those Asia Oceania Championships. 6 times Paralympian and 7 World Championships. What experience this woman has had. She was 10th in last year's World Championships. Her best World Championship result was 4th in 2017, and still awaiting, of course, those Asian Games to take place, having been deferred a couple of times in Hangzhou. Well, she's allowed herself a lot of time on the bench, 13 seconds when she's coming through with this is Lin, and that's a good lift. It was time well spent, and she lifts 76. 3 white lights, and that was very, very fruitful. It's been a good morning for her. And that puts her out in front in this 61 kilo final, with 1 to come. Naira Gomes of Brazil in this weight division. And we have 2 left to go. So now for Armenia, it is Greta Vidanyan. We first saw her at the Paralympic Games in Beijing in 2008. She's had 3 Paralympics in her time. Most recently in the 2019 World Championships. In terms of global competition, finished 11th in Nur Sultan. She was 5th in the Europeans in Tbilisi in September. 4th 4 years before that in Bergsumer 2018. She has had 3 top 5 finishes, but unfortunately none of the top 3 so far. So Greta Vidanyan is here. It is the heaviest attempt in the 55 kilo final, and she is going for 85. And that is a good lift, and that is a good lead for Greta Vidanyan. 3 white lights for Armenia. Oh, that's a very positive start. She is with the Punic club, the great multi-sport club there, former alpine skier Artak Nesisyan has been a coach for a good few years, and twice flag bearer for Armenia at the Paralympic Games, London 2012 and Rio 2016, and that was a good solid fine lift. I remember doing the TV commentary for Irish television for the 2012 Paralympic Games, and the thing about the timings for an opening ceremony like that is it takes a lot longer for para-athletes to get around, if you just think about it, in the parade than it would do for an Olympic Games. So it ended up being just quite a lot longer opening ceremony. Nada Gomes then going for 93 in this opening round for Brazil. From Natal, with the Sadev club there up in the north, up in the north coast, northeast. And it's only the last 4 years that we've seen her come into international competition. She's going for the heaviest mark here for the lead. Bronze in the Americas Championships in Bogota in 2018. Silver in St. Louis. And that is the press sequence going against her here. All 3 voting her down, unfortunately. So Nada Gomes misses out on this occasion. Brazil champion in 2019. That needs a little bit more to do in this competition. So that's the opening round, as we see Akari Nakamura waiting to come out for Japan. This for 63 with Ryuichi Arakawa bringing her out. So Nakamura going for 63, cleared 60 in the opening round, and in the women's 55 kilo final we have had 4 lifts out of 4 so far. The 61 kilo final, 2 out of 4. So Nakamura for 63 would stay in 4th position if she gets this, but obviously would go ahead in terms of the total lift. Well, 63 for Nakamura, and that is a good lift. 3 out of 3 for Nakamura as well. She's doing well. She leads in terms of the total lift as well, quite comprehensively. It was very, very encouraging for her and for Japan, who obviously have got Hiroko Kiryu as well in the other weight division, and she's been successful so far. And the reason why our coach is no longer on stage is he's got somewhere else to be, and he's already there. Well, that was a well polished lift, and see our coach there impressively, Ryuichi Arakawa. He was standing to the left so he can slip away through the left exit as soon as he knows, and bounds down and runs around the corner and wheels out Hiroko Kiryu, or joins Hiroko Kiryu. And here she comes, and here he comes. And she's going for 65. Well, busy times for Japan this morning. So this to add 2 to her mark, and she has followed through really well, and she allowed herself a lot of time in the bench, and unfortunately the stop sequence has done her down here. 2-1 against, both referees voting her down for that. So this time, unlike last time, she has not enjoyed success. Well, success was 63 and success is still 63. And yeah, you can just see the stop sequence. It just needed an extra dwelling. We go to India and Zainab Khatun, currently lying in the zone of no score. Missed 66 in the previous round, going for 68 now, and this would elevate her into 2nd position. This is in the women's 61 kilo weight division, which is the one where we've had the misses so far. We haven't had any misses at 55. Well, here she comes. This could be very, very valuable. India doing well in the other weight category. How about here? No lift, I'm afraid. Stop sequence, all three referees. And so far, yet to register a mark, so has to be wary of avoiding wipeouts, of bombing out. Jitender on stage with her, incidentally. Again, her coach. Well, that's something that they're now going to have a look at. First international event for Zainab Khatun, and the more the merrier. I think I was saying yesterday how a colleague who works in India a lot was just flicking through the sports channels one night, and they were re-showing some old, well, not that old, championships. Actually, it was the athletics that was held on this campus 3 years ago, the World Championships, and obviously we've got the Powerlifting World Championships coming up here as well. Raj Kumari is up next from Delhi, 5th in the Asia Oceania Championships, and currently going well in this. She lifted 70 in the opening round in this women's 55 kilo final. She's in 3rd position, this for 74 to go into the silver medal mark. Rita Singh with her. Well, 74, this to go into the silver medal position. And that is where she is now. 2-1 in her favour, the two-side referees. Oh, yes. Well, we've already seen a silver for India this morning through Manpreet Kaur in the women's 45 kilo final. And that's where Ras Kamari is now. She lifts 74, she climbs above Musa Al-Zayudi into the silver medal position in this women's 55 kilo final. With a tremendous lift. Very, very encouraging for her and for her team. So the UAE at the moment have a bronze medalist, Musa Al-Zayudi, having been in 2nd position earlier, having led for a little while in the opening round, but this to climb back up again for 78. Remember, Greta Vardanyan leads on this with 85. Well, Musa Al-Zayudi, the honour of being the West Asian Games champion of 2019. And she's wasted no time at all. She's gone straight in at 78. And she has lifted it. Good lift. Musa Al-Zayudi back up into the silver medal position. Well, that was very impressive, I have to say. Exquisite from Musa Al-Zayudi for the United Arab Emirates, for the host nation. And she has made that work superbly.
The bar is now loaded for her second attempt representing Chinese Taipei. Yes,
as we return to the women's 61 kilo final, and Lin Ya Uzwat in the lead with 76. This is for 80, and the reason she's in the lead is because Naira Gomez of Brazil missed her attempt of a 93. So Lin in a nice position here. Bronze in 2015 at the Asian Championships in Almaty. Bronze in 2014 in Incheon for the Asian Games, the Asian Para Games in Korea. (13) Global Championships, and aiming to make it 14 here in Dubai next year. So Lin ready to go. I've had quite a few misses in this competition already in this weight category, and we haven't yet had one in the 55 kilo decider. So here she comes, this to extend her current lead, knowing that there's a heavier attempt to come in this round. And Lin has got a good lift on 80, and it's 2-1 in her favour. Lin on 80. Kiryu on 63, that is a solid advantage for her. And she is, at the moment, looking very good. Nice strong lift for her. And so far, she's having a very, very good morning.
The bar is now loaded. If you look at the big screen, you can see the World Powerlifting Rankings. World Paris 2024 Paralympics.
Very impressive.
Qualification pathway for the women's of the 55 kilogram category. Our next athlete is ninth on the list from Armenia, Greta.
So here we go, Greta Vidanyan coming now for Armenia. Well, 85 in the opening round, going for 90 now. We've got slightly less atmosphere in the arena right now, which means can't speak too highly. Otherwise Greta might hear me. They used to commentate darts like this once, before they had the bombastic music and the walk-ons and the gigantic, loud, rebellious crowds. Anyway, here she comes for 90. And, well, that's a strong lift. I don't think there's much problem with that. And there isn't. Greta Vidanyan gets the lift. It is 3 white lights, and that is a good lift for her. And that is very well done from an Armenia point of view. And the lead strengthens for Greta Vidanyan in this 55 kilo final. And it is still as you were. We have not had a single miss in this competition so far. 8 attempts out of 8. Oh, the atmosphere is back, so I can speak up a bit now. The music's back, I mean. Naira Gomez coming now, and she's going for 93 again. And Naira, we have yet to see in a global competition. Obviously, Brazil have got a huge, very successful team, well coached. So 93, this to go in front. This is the weight division where we've had quite a few misses already. This is the 8th attempt, and we've had 3 good lifts. 2 of them from Lin Ya Huzan of Chinese Taipei. So now Gomes going for 93. I think her coach is happier with that. Now what about the referees? We're going to find out. I think they're going to go to the flags. And here they come. It's 2-1 against on the stop sequence. And she misses out again. It was 0 for 3 last time. It's 1 out of 3 this time, but still hasn't registered a mark. Stop sequence. Take a good look. Yeah, it's going in the neighborhood of her chest. But it needs to be a lot more significant of a contact than that. So next to go then, we are in round 3, and well, aren't Japan having a really good time of it right now? We're into the 3rd and final round, and there's Hikari Nakamura who is going here for 65. And this would put her into the lead in terms of the total lift as well. She's the total lift right now of 1, 2, 3. She is not going to get into the medals in terms of the best lift, the main competition, but if she gets this, she is definitely on the podium in total lift. I think the word definitely is doing a bit of heavy lifting there, but then that's her job. Well, here she comes, going for 65, Hikari Nakamura, and she has it raised. How much of a detour did that take on the way up? 65 for Nakamura. It is a good lift, hits 3 white lights, and Hikari Nakamura goes 3 for 3. All of her lifts have been good. She has a total lift of 188. And that is very, very good going. And she has done very well. And that's good news. And she wheels down on a solo basis. Keep an eye on her lift. That's a good lift. Keep an eye on her coach because he's away. Exit stage left because he has to come out stage right. And here he is coming out stage right. Right now with Hiroko Kiryu, who's going again for 65. Missed 65 in the previous round, going for it again here. This would help her a lot actually in terms of the total lift, and she would definitely be in the top 2 in the total lift. She's not currently guaranteed a medal in terms of this best lift because there's still 2 more to go, but she's in the silver medal position right now behind Lin of Chinese Taipei. So, And what has been a very decent morning for Japan so far. At the moment they're looking good for getting both their competitors onto the podium, potentially. Nakamura in the total lift. Just to update the position for Nakamura, she can still be knocked off the podium for that. Here's the push through at 65 for Hiroka Kiryu. And it is a good lift. That is tremendous for Hiroka Kiryu, and she is definitely going to stay in the medals in terms of total lift. She cannot be overtaken. It will be silver in the total lift for Hiroka Kiryu for definite. Finishes with a total lift of 128. And right now, Zainab Khatun and Nara Gomes are on 0, and they won't be lifting greater than 128. So for India, and being brought on stage by Tanvir Lakhani, it is Zainab Khatun. Well, not on the board in terms of a score at the moment, so she definitely needs this to avoid a wipeout, to avoid bombing out. 66 and 68 she has missed. She is staying on her path, and this is for 70. Well, important to get this. So this for a mark, this to get on the board, and this to go into the silver medal position above Hiroka Kiryu. She's done it! Good lift! 70 for Zainab Khatun for India. Secures on 70, and that is great news for her because she is on the podium. She's certain to be on the podium. Hiroka Kiryu has moved down to the bronze medal position. Kiryu will definitely win a total lift medal. Well, in terms of the best lift, that is not yet guaranteed, but Zainab Khatun will stay in the top 3 in terms of this. Good times for India. Zainab Khatun will win at worst a bronze in the 61 kilo final. Raj Kumari will win at worst a bronze in this women's 55 kilo final. That's where she is right now. She gets this 79, would rocket her up into the silver medal position, at least temporarily, over Moza Al-Ziyudi, and would also lock her in for a medal in terms of the total lift. A reminder, we've had 9 out of 9 so far in this women's 55 kilo final. It's been a high standard. Rita Singh again on stage with Raj Kumari, and this is for 79. And that's a good lift as well. She has had every single one of her marks through, and that is 233 in terms of her total lift, I make it. And that is exquisite. So she goes up into the silver medal position for the time being. And she can only be sent down to bronze in terms of this now. Nakamura is still hanging on for a medal in terms of the total lift after this, but Kamari has been successful with 2 final attempts to come in this women's 55 kilo final. And it has been a very, very good morning for India. Moza Al-Sayudi moved down by 1 kilo to the bronze medal position for now. This to regain the silver. And for 80, that means that the person in first spot will stay there. Al-Sayudi going for 80. The target, which for a long time has been a lifetime best. Just to go back into second. Made her debut in the major championship on this stage in the World Championships in 2014. So the end of that press, that'll have caused her a bit of concern, but not enough, because it's 2-1 in her favour, and it is a good lift for Moza Al-Sayudi, and she gets the silver for the United Arab Emirates. And she has got all of her lifts in as well. 231 her total lift. Raj Kumari 223. Well, that was just tremendous from Moza Al-Sayudi. She has competed at major championships with her sister Miriam, but for Moza Al-Sayudi, that is one of the best World Cup results for her. Obviously she competes here a lot. Here's Lin Ya Zhuan for Chinese Taipei. Now she's got all of her lifts in as well. So this for 83. Currently a total lift of 156 in this women's 61 kilo final. She's in the gold medal position on 80. Zainab Khatun currently silver for India on 70, and Hiroko Kiryu of Japan in the bronze medal position on 65. Nara Gomes has had a couple of misses yet to score. And Lin has won the total lift already. Whether she gets this or not, but of course she wants to get this. The pressure is on. That took a while on the way up from Lin. That is no lift. All three on the press sequence, but she remains in the gold medal position, and she has won the total lift. She is yet to know, and it will only be the last lift of the competition that will tell her if she has won the main prize here. She's had a really good competition though. Lin Ya Zhuan with those 3 continental medals. 1 silver and 2 bronze. So, the winner of the women's 55 kilo final is Greta Vardanyan of Armenia. Her lifts of 85 and 90, each good enough to take the gold. She is a chance of another gold as well. Should she get this, she would win the total lift. She's currently 4th in that table. Every single lift in the women's 55 kilo final has been a good lift. This is the final attempt of the entire competition. Greta Vardanyan with an excellent win, and she can make it even more excellent. Pushing through, Greta Vardanyan. She's done it. That is fantastic. That's 3 out of 3 for Armenia, and that completes the set. She wins the competition. She also wins the total lift all the way through for Armenia, and she could not ask for any more than what she has done today. 268, I make it her total mark. Wins the total lift by a considerable margin, by 37 kilos, and that was powerful stuff for a competitor we first saw in Kavala in the European Championships in 2007. She was down the field in that final. But she has performed tremendously here, and now we have the final lift all together. This, the women's 61 kilo final, and this to decide who wins it. Naira Gomez is yet to be off the mark. Lin leads for Chinese Taipei on 80. Lin has won the total lift. Hiroko Kiryu is in silver. Zainab Khatun is in bronze. That's in the total lift. Overall, in terms of the best lift, Lin leads on 80. Zainab Khatun in second on 70. Hiroko Kiryu third on 65. Naira Gomez to get on the board here, and this for the win as she goes again for 93. Naira Gomez for victory. Oh, this is it. So, has she got it tied here this time? She has! She's won it! Naira Gomez gets the win right at the end! Her only successful lift was enough. She wins with 93 kilos. Third time lucky. What a really good success for her. Everybody then got a successful lift this morning. Lin wins the total lift, but not the main best lift. She had 80, Zainab Khatun 70, Naira Gomez with 93 gets the gold. A lot of hard work that was, but she made it work and gets the victory on 93. Victory ceremony is on the way. So now for this 55 and 61 kilo women's final, we have the victory ceremonies. Very good competition too. Raj Kamari takes the bronze medal for India, lift of 79. India claiming the 2 bronze medals in this competition at 55 and at 61, and they had the silver through Manpreet Kaur as well in the 45 kilo decider earlier today. Raj Kamari, who got all 3 of her lifts in. So as a result, a very good high finish for her in the total lift as well. Because everybody's lifts were through, it's the same 1, 2, 3 in terms of the best lift and the total lift. So that's unfortunate for Hikari Nakamura, who got all 3 of her lifts in, and normally that might have been expected enough in terms of the new total lift to have gotten in the podium for that, but it wasn't because everybody lifted successfully all the way through the competition. Raj Kamari was in the silver medal position for a good chunk of that final round until Moza Al-Zayuni returned to get her third successful lift in for the United Arab Emirates, cleared 80. She will also get the silver medal for the total lift. So, victory for Armenia, and what a great success it is for Greta Verdanyan. 93, her top lift in the competition. She wins the total lift as well. And this is largely her best success. Silver in the Egger World Cup in Hungary in 2017. This is a very good result for the former alpine skier from the Punic club in Yerevan. Greta Verdanyan has got the victory today, does the clean sweep, and she wins for Armenia. Wow, what a performance that is for Armenia and Greta Verdanyan. She's done brilliantly. Tremendous success for Greta Verdanyan, her first Paralympic Games being in 2008. And she's just continuing to get better. Well, we can see it's her first World Cup victory. What a great way to do it. So now the final of the women's 61 kilo, the victory ceremony, and India are on the board again for this gloriously. What a great competition for India. Terrific morning. Zainab Khatun clearing 70, and the curiosity about this competition is there were so many misses in it. Zainab Khatun successful in the last round. Nara Gomez successful in the last round, so 2 of the 3 on the podium. Could have had a wipeout, could have bombed out. Zainab Khatun gets India's 3rd medal of the morning. Lin led for pretty much the entire event until the very last lift. Lin Ya-Zhan of Chinese Taipei picks up the silver medal. 80 her best lift, 76 in the opening round. Winning for Brazil, the biggest victory of her career, her first World Cup success. It's Nara Gomez who, with the very last lift of the competition, got her first mark of the competition, and that good enough for the gold. It was 93, and it was a very, very good victory for the America's silver medalist in St. Louis back in July this year, having previously won bronze in Bogota in 2018 for Brazil. So gold for Brazil for Nara Gomez to take the women's 61 kilo final ahead of Lin Ya-Zhan of Chinese Taipei and Zainab Khatun of India. And men's competition is coming up shortly, the men's 54 kilo final, and that's due to get underway officially in about 4 minutes. It had better not. Well, what a great win. Victory in the World Cup circuit for Nara Gomez for Brazil.